Hi, I'm Jack Buffington for robotbrigade.com. Today I came home and I was playing with my dogs and I came across a rattlesnake in the yard. And of course that's not very good. Anyway, let me show you the tools of my trade here. I started having so many rattlesnakes coming into my yard that I made some stuff up. And the first is I made a crook. See, I'll get a little closer to the camera. I made a crook out of PVC pipe, and all I did was I carefully heated up the bend with a propane torch, just rolling the PVC over the torch while it's just sitting on the ground, and then I bent it. And originally I had this end just be tube, but I found that it was much easier to grab the rattlesnake if I flattened it out and turned it into a shape like this. I'll put it in front of my shirt so you can see it. And it makes it pretty easy to catch them. This one's just for manipulating the snake. So if it's starting to get away, I'll come and bring it towards me again. But you know, this is maybe 4 feet long. I don't want to get anywhere near them. The other one is I have a piece of PVC pipe with a rope running down through the center of it, and I just drilled a hole in the side that I have the rope coming through with a little knot. And so this is the part that I actually catch them with. And then the other end I have pretty much the same thing. My original thought was to catch them with this end, but I'm a little bit worried that they might slip out because this doesn't provide as good of a pinch point. So I use this one just because maybe I'm a little bit scared of them getting loose. And then generally the rattlesnake will just stay put. And all you do is you just loop this over the head of the rattlesnake while it's sitting there. Maybe sometimes I'll distract it with my hand so it looks this way, and then I'll just put the loop over its head just like that when it's looking at my hand that's doing all the movement. Then you just quickly, you have a bin set up like this. You noose them, put them in the bin, and just the weight of the rattlesnake will actually cause this to release. So it's no problem. And once they're in the bin, they're not trying to get out. They're just curling up into a defensive position because they think that maybe you're going to eat it. And you just slide on the top, making sure that you never get your hands in a place that it could strike should it. But it's been my observation that rattlesnakes don't strike out really unless if I were to take one of these and kind of push around at its head, maybe it'll start to strike, but overall they're pretty docile. So anyway, let's go to the video that I shot of me catching it. Okay, I just came home and playing with my dogs, and then all of a sudden I hear what sounds like running water. The water through a valve. But what that really is a rattlesnake. So let's see if we can find him here. There he is. So there's the rattlesnake. He is very pissed off. He doesn't like to be disturbed. So I'm going to catch him now. I'll just zoom out a little bit. These guys are actually pretty easy to catch. What I have is a storage container that I'll show in a moment. And I have a little noose thing I made. And I just take the noose here, flip it over the head, and off he goes. Leave it open. So, just take them, We've got them in the bucket. This one's particularly feisty. Usually they don't thrash around like that. And just put it in the bucket here. Put a couple bungee cords on it because I don't feel like getting a loose rattlesnake in my car as I take them somewhere else. Anyway, I'm just going to go throw him in the car and we'll release him somewhere safe, which is away from here. Because I like that guy, and I don't see my other dog, but he's around somewhere. So here he is sitting in the car with me, and we're just gonna get in and take him off to a nearby place that's relatively far from other people. Okay, I didn't get a chance to show the release of the rattlesnake because just as soon as I took the bucket or the storage container out of my car, along comes a woman walking her two dogs. And I was at a state park in a no stopping zone, so I figured I better just release it and get out of there. But boy, that rattlesnake was really ornery. It rattled the whole way over, and even after I released it, it was still rattling, and boy, that woman shot me some dirty looks. But anyway, her dogs were on leashes, they were safe, it was really no problem. But the way I go about releasing a rattlesnake is I'll have my bucket like this, and I just release one side, release the other, and take it off like that. So at no point could the rattlesnake actually strike at me. And then I just tip it away from me, so again it can't strike, and I just release it and walk away. And at all times it's very safe. I used to have a job where I caught birds of prey as part of my job, and I gotta say that that was a lot scarier than rattlesnakes because they'd have, some of them had inch-long talons that they very much wanted to put in you as you were catching them. Whereas the rattlesnake really just wants to have nothing to do with you. Interesting little bit of rattlesnake psychology is that as long as you're sitting there watching that rattlesnake, it'll never move. If you walk away for a few minutes and then come back, it's generally gone, because as soon as you stop watching it, it says, "I'm out of here," and it'll go. So generally when it's time to be catching one, you just have to do it all in one fell swoop. All right, so that's that. Thanks for watching.